they're here and they're just so excited to be celebrating and guiding, because as we're talking about, the work is not done. No, no, no. It's just beginning. So we're going to breathe. Everybody who is here seeing this live is safe. Everybody who's hearing this and they're in their perfect time later is also safe and held, seen and heard and guided at all times. So I pulled some cards before we even started talking. Some of you are going to giggle because they're really relevant, related to what is shared. But again, I pulled these before. These were already on my desk before we started, as was my You Are Enough sign. So what we need to start with. So a card that says compassion on it. Okay, and it's this gold card. It came out reversed. Okay. And to me, how I feel that is occurring for us today is it's just sort of like an alert. Hey, pay attention. Pay attention to this. There's nothing bad for it being reversed. We don't need to be worried about it, but it's letting me know that we need to just underline it, highlight it, know that it's important. And I'm just going to read a little bit of what is in this deck, and it's from a deck called the Threads of Fate. It's an oracle deck. Now more than ever, we need to expand our ability to be compassionate towards self and others. There has been a trend in shaming and rejecting people who disagree with us and justifying doing so by using sweeping generalizations. Compassion calls us to remember that every human is a product of their environment and is incredibly nuanced. If we want to be truly compassionate, we dive deeper. We do not build a wall. No matter how correct we believe we are, we must do our best to understand others and their experiences. Their lived experiences have created their truth. And if we want to create a world of connection, we cannot afford to outcast those who do not agree. We have to work hard within ourselves to bridge the gaps. Keep in mind, in some situations, compassion can take the form of a wall or a fist, but most of us humans are not perfect and we live in the gray area. Good, but wounded. And in that, we need more intentional compassion and connection rather than punishment. How can you be more compassionate in your current life? Where have you built walls that do not serve you? So thank you to everyone who shared also before we started, because here it is. And I want to acknowledge everyone here and everyone who's hearing this later, because you know, anything I share today, anything that comes through me that needs to be said, is not something you don't already know. I'm simply confirming and allowing you to trust and believe what you know. Okay? It does not diminish what I can hear or how I connect. It simply works as a bond to strengthen how we connect with ourselves, and then how after we've connected with ourselves, we are able to connect more deeply and fully, thoughtfully with our hearts to others, whether they agree with us or they disagree. Okay? Everyone take a deep breath. And exhale. Another card that came out, which I think is important, is from a different deck. It's an Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck, and it's a warrior. Something that I love about this card is it really feels ungendered to me. It really feels like it's in the non-binary family. It feels like it's someone from a different cultural background. It feels like it's really representing those who have felt unseen and not heard, or like there wasn't a place for them, or maybe felt unsafe. And as a result of that feeling, they have felt the need to fight, or wear armor, go into battle. And whether this is you or someone you love, it still matters. And the key here is going to be strength and softness. strength and softness. And I'm hearing the Brene Brown quote where she says, strong back, soft front. Okay, take that in, take a breath. What we bring to the table, people who are interested in a community like this, who are interested in connection like this, we bring the level of empathy and compassion that allows for a strong back and a soft front. And we can also logically wrap our brain around the fact that that's a challenging request to make of any human, because we all have our traumas, we all have our challenges, we all have things in the way of us allowing that, a desire to want to put our armor on the front too. So we can actually start the trend and grow the trend of knowing that we are safe with our soft fronts. Okay, take another deep breath in here. Now I'm going to guide you through, it's going to be a meditation visualization thing. I know a little bit about what's to come, but a lot of it is going to be revealed to me too. That's going to be really fun. Okay, I want you to get comfortable. You can either have your camera on or off. It doesn't mean anything to me. I will probably have my eyes open because I want to be connecting with all of you and your energy. If you feel comfortable, I'd love for you to close your eyes. This is absolutely appropriate to lie down. You can be sitting up. Just whatever feels right to your body. You could even have me in your ears and be walking. It's all perfect. I want you to feel your physical body. I want you to feel the space it takes up. The amount of physical space you takes up is perfect. Your physical body right now, as always, is perfect. Breathe in as if the air is coming in through the front of your chest, through your heart chakra. And allow that oxygen to tingle throughout your physical body. As that air comes in, allow the air to come to the edges of your physical body if this were physically possible. So you feel now from the outside and the inside where you end and where the air and the world around you begins. Feel that, define that, know that, and allow that to exist exactly as it exists for you. Now, what I want you to do is I want you, if possible, to make that boundary a little bit fuzzy. Maybe lose track of exactly where your physical body ends and where the space around you begins. Allow yourself to see that you, as with everyone, are energy. I feel a little bit of a buzzing as I describe this to you. It's like I feel a buzzing in my entire physical body, and that buzzing comes out. It's like I vibrate just a little bit bigger than the space my physical body takes up. So from that space of that buzzing, vibrant energy, I want you to feel grateful for the space that you exist in, the impact that you cause, both that you are aware of and that you are unaware of. We all have an impact that's outside of our realm of conscious understanding and knowing. We impact people and things and events in ways we don't always get to know, maybe nor should we know. Allow a feeling of gratitude for your special magic to wash through and over you now. From that space, we're going to call a light in, a bright white light. It's going to come down through the top of your head, through your crown chakra. And it's just going to fill you at the pace that feels right to your body. Every inch, every millimeter, every cell, every atom, every electron. Take deep breaths as it comes in, allowing as if each breath, each inhale sucks it into your body deeper. And each exhale integrates it into you. The light that you already connected with, your magic, your special sauce, I'm hearing, that's fun, is now combining with that light. So it's just more special now. So every inhale pulls it in, and every exhale mixes it together like a big mixing bowl, mixing up a cake batter that you could bake in the oven. And then you're going to reach your energy down through the floor, through your feet, through whatever you are in or on. Your floor, if you're in an apartment with floors below you, if there is a basement in your house, send your energy all the way down, deep, 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 deep into the ground. And we're going to find a river of, it almost looks like water, like a flowing water energy. Looks sort of iridescent, like pearls. How when you tilt them in the light, they shine in a very specific, special way. And now you're going to inhale and you're going to pull that up into you. And every inhale pulls that energy up and it grounds you. And every exhale integrates that special with your special. And it just turns you on a little brighter. It starts with you and we add. You are the link to these connections. Without you, the energy would not flow in the special way as it does through you and you alone. Your magic is yours alone. Now allow all of that to integrate and keep breathing, because we have something to do now. I want you to look within. Things may come up now. People, situations. Maybe it's recent, maybe it's in your past. Something weighing on you. Something you're dealing with related to this election, to this day or not. Allow whatever to come up for you to come up without judgment. If more than one thing comes up, let that come up too. Keep allowing whatever is arriving for you to come and exist for you. And then I'm going to ask you to release it. Send it out of you into that light. Into that light we pulled in through our crown. Send these concerns up and out of you. Send these fears up and out of you. And as you keep breathing, you're still integrating energy actively. Every inhale and every exhale only increases your connection, only increases your magic and your power here. And as you've released this, take your time. I want you to consider the word fear, the feeling of fear. that might exist for you as anxiety, concern, worry, panic, doubt. You may not classify it as fear, but I know you've experienced it at some point in your life, maybe in these recent past few days as well. Maybe you feel fear about the unknown of what's to come today and beyond. As we see and decipher what the next steps are, allow that feeling of fear to exist. Don't push it away. It's valid. And there are things to be learned from that feeling. Allow it to exist for you as you're still breathing in your light and allowing it to integrate. On your next breath, on your inhale, as you pull in more light from top and bottom, hold that inhale. Hold that breath in. Let that light deepen into you, because on your next exhale, in a moment, not quite yet, you're going to release that fear. Okay. And exhale, let it all out. You can make sound. We're going to do that again. Inhale, pull all that light in, top and bottom. Hold it. And on your exhale, release that fear. Allow it to leave your physical body, as well as your emotional body, as well as your logical thinking brain. Allow it to leave your whole self. One more time. Inhale in that light, top and bottom. Hold it in. Allow it to gain power and force as you hold. And on that exhale, release it out. Staying in that breath, knowing you're in a safe space, there's a message for me to share now. I'm hearing a song. I always feel self-conscious if this happens. Forgiveness. Can you imagine forgiveness? And allow that to come in to your heart. Can you imagine forgiveness for everyone who does not understand why this day is so important? Everyone who may disagree about why this day is so important. Anyone who may feel fear about this day because they hoped and wished and wanted it to go a different way. Can you imagine from where you are? Can we together imagine forgiveness? And can we embrace the love that is needed to actively practice that in order to turn this country purple? Purple, royalty, royalty, victory. Breathe into that. And I'm hearing it can be as simple or as hard as we want to make it. It can be one person at a time, one heart at a time, opening, allowing, listening, connecting, supporting. And guiding can come from us right here. Take a deep breath in there again. And Now I want you to just breathe in your own space for a few breaths. I'm gonna be quiet for a moment and allow you to be in your own space right where you are. You are enough, more than enough, because you don't need to do everything. All that is being asked is for you to stay connected and aware and clear on what your magic is. Turn the volume up on that magic and share it. You will know exactly what I mean. You will know exactly what to do. You never need do any more than that. That is always more than enough. Take a deep breath in there. Take your time coming back. You can wiggle your fingers or wiggle your toes. No rush to open your eyes. You can rub your hands together. You can shake your arms overhead. Thank you all for letting me share this and guide you today, and also for allowing the space for me to be more transparently in my flavor of my magic today. It's taken me time to feel safe to do that. So your permission to allow me to show up powerfully helps me too. And I just want to share that as I'm connecting with all of you here today, and I know that there will be others who connect with this on their own time later, my entire physical body is vibrating. From the top of my head to the tips of my fingers to my toes. And if you watch this later, or you're curious about it, or if you opened your eyes at all, you saw my hands were up like this because I couldn't put them down. That's you. Right? That's your energy connecting with mine. That's your power that I feel. And the power of this group. So it's very important that I acknowledge all of you and your presence today, and say that this is a partnership. This is a connection. So thank you.